out of their job in no time.
What impressed you the most about Islam?
What impressed me most about Islam is definitely that it was comprehensive and specific. The Quran is a miracle. It's different because it speaks about so many different spheres of human activity and human life and different areas of ontology and what exists and what doesn't. I think a few things shone through very clearly in just those translated texts that I was just being exposed to for the first time, and something that self-understood as the words of God himself. You know, he's talking to you, and in a very direct and straightforward manner. The other thing was how specific the guidance was, and not just specific, but also comprehensive. When I was an atheist, I had gone through Marxism and communism and anarchism and sort of these leftist political ideologies. And I think my concern was always about justice. But I had found in those ideologies the opposite problem of what I had found in Christianity. When I encountered Islam, it was like for the first time it clicked. It was like the meeting of these two worlds. Like you see that you have guidance for your personal and interpersonal life, your individual life, and also your collective life. Every single sphere of activity that you have to participate in as a human being, right? Your economy and your warfare and your politics and everything. It was all kind of right there.
Were practices like praying 5 times a day or fasting difficult for you at first, and how did you learn them?
That was the time of the early internet, and so I learned from whatever was on Google. It's not the way I would recommend, but it was something. It was better than nothing. I didn't find any difficulty in it. I actually loved it. It filled a void for me that I had been searching for a long time, even when I was a boy, and I felt that Christianity should have been more serious. It made immediate sense to me that we should have to pray 5 times a day. Even if I wasn't used to it, and it was difficult in a sense that I still had to get used to it, I agreed with it. Like, it made sense. I mean, hey, if you want to be a soccer player, you want to be a football player or a basketball player, how many hours do you have to spend in the gym? What's more important than that is your success in the afterlife. Shouldn't we have to spend maybe an hour total a day between wudu and prayer and everything? It's nothing, really. And fasting was the same. You know, I went through a lot of hardship fasting because I used to work on farms, manual labor, in the sun, long days, 10-hour days. But when I look back on it, those were the best fasts. They were the best Ramadans of my life. Sometimes the fasting when you're in an office job and sitting at a computer is harder, even. I don't know why. It's just because barakah. It's because we believe in the unseen. The first quality of a believer, Allah says in Surah Al-Baqarah, is yu'minuna bil ghaib, right? Every second is not like every other second. Every calorie is not like every other calorie. Allah can put barakah in something. And so if you're doing something and it has hardship in it, even if it's difficult, Allah can put barakah in it, and He can make ease inside of it. Inna ma'al usri yusra. It's built into the usr sometimes. Built into the difficulty is the ease.